Hey guys, and welcome to the Hobby News. Alright, so we got some fun stuff this week, it looks like. Yeah, you can see by the image here and a few others. There's some really nice models coming out this week, I think, or at least up for pre-order, so let's take a look. So Blood Bowl first, this is pretty cool. I talked about this before on the last Hobby News segment I did, because I was showing some Blood Bowl stuff there too. Yeah, like, Blood Bowl's just so good, and the characters and sculpts that they bring out for it are just always awesome, and I'm really happy that they're continuing to support this game because, it takes me back to when I was a little kid, like this game's been around for a long time, and it's pretty cool. It's really, really great to see that it's still, excuse the pun, kicking on, you know what I mean? So, yeah, let's take a look. So meet Wilhelm, is it Canny? I think, is that how you'd say it? I don't know. The goodest boy to ever play Blood Bowl. Yeah, so it's a werewolf, and that's pretty damn cool. Let's have a look at this. So we got Jim. Blood Bowl really is the most exclusive sport, wouldn't you say, Bob? It sure is, Jim. You didn't even need to be alive to play it. Indeed, it doesn't matter what you were before your Blood Bowl career. Just look at Hall of Famer Wilhelm Canny. He's a werewolf. It's time to unveil the latest Blood Bowl legend to make a return to the gridiron? I don't know. Gridiron. It should be gridiron, right? Yeah, gridiron. Star player Wilhelm. Yeah. Old hands and anyone who's read Spike Journal issue 11 will undoubtedly be familiar with this 4-time Goodest Boy Award winner, and we can now reveal his incredible new miniature for the first time. Yeah, it's a really, really cool, really cool idea. I think this probably goes along with that new team they've got with the pumpkins and everything, that new undead team. Yeah, I'm hoping you can take him. I mean, I haven't checked, but I'm hoping he can go in a normal undead team because this would be a great player for that. I'm sure he's got good movement and all that. I think it shows a little image of the cards or his stats down the bottom, so we'll take a look at that in a minute. But yeah, the model's awesome, right? It's such a cool idea. I'm surprised werewolves haven't been a bigger part of Warhammer. Earlier on, it's such an obvious, classic trope or character type that you would think would be quite often used in Warhammer, but it seems to be only now. You've got a little bit of that in the Soul Black Gravelords now and that sort of thing for Age of Sigmar, and here we have the werewolf, so it's pretty cool. I know they've had a few in the past, but it hasn't been as much of a focus, but it seems like an obvious one because people love werewolves. They're cool, just like vampires. They're all good. So yeah, really nice. It's a cool pose, grabbing it in his mouth. Just classic stuff, really, right? And the artwork looks cool too. So that's yeah, it really captures the sort of the quirky nature of what this model is. It's the cool thing. And let's see if it shows some, even that one there. So yeah, it's pretty good. I'll just see if we got any kind of stats. Here we go. So yeah, movement 8, that's not too bad. Yeah, that's all pretty good stats. Strength 4, yep. Agility, yep. 3+ is good. Yeah, it's a pretty good all-round character. When you think of undead characters and stuff like that, this one's got some play for sure. What's his abilities? Yeah, so he's got, okay, cool. So he's got catch. All right, okay. Well, frenzy, loner. Okay, yeah, not too bad. Wrestle. Yep. So yeah, all in all, he can be a pretty cool player for you. It should be a star player, right? Yep. So I don't know how he compares to the vampire. I'm not sure which one is going to be cooler. But yeah, he's definitely not bad. I think the vampire stats are pretty close to this, aren't they? I don't know, someone can correct me on that. It's been a while since I played a game, but yeah, I've still got my team and everything, but I can't remember the vampire stats, but it's sort of close to this, I think. Maybe the armor, did they say the armor? Oh, no, armor. Yeah, maybe it's the same. I don't know, but it's very, very close. But yeah, he's got some interesting traits. Let's see, Savage Mauling. Once per game, when Wilhelm makes an injury roll against an opposing player, you may choose to reroll the result. Yeah, it's not too bad, a reroll. Yeah, all in all, he seems pretty good, right? So yeah, another nice little addition to Blood Bowl. It's a really cool to see. I'm glad they're continuing supporting it. So that's awesome. All right, so let's take a look at the next little installment for one of the sub games, eh? So we got Necromunda, and again, another faction I like, Cawdor. We're going to see they brought out the the Redemptionists and all that kind of thing recently, and now we've got more support for that side. And this model is a pretty cool cool idea. You know, it's very Warhammer, very very orky really, and I can see a lot of conversions for 40k armies and stuff like that using this model. So we'll take a look at it. So this new model proves that teamwork makes the dream work on Necromunda. Okay, so yeah, it's a crazy mounted. I don't know what this is. Some sort of Ogren that's been like heavily, you know, I don't know what, like tortured, or I don't know what's going on here. But anyway, the Cawdor guy's on the back and he's got a massive gun, so that's cool. But I can see like a lot of conversions with this. Like you could change that out for a little goblin on there and do this as like a troll or something, and have like some sort of weird you know, gun battery for an orc army or something. There's a million different ideas you could use, or for a chaos army. That, you know, there's definitely something in this to be used for other armies for sure. Let's see if it tells us what it actually is. So House Cawdor is known for being a bit of a ragtag bunch. Perhaps this chummy duo is the epitome of the clan's ability to find and inventive ways to best their fellow hivers. Okay, often working together in pairs to accomplish things they might struggle to achieve alone. The Stig Shamblers are lumbering their way to the underhive conflict near you. Yeah, okay. So it's what is it called? A Stig Shambler. All right. Well, yeah, that's cool. But yeah, it's a nice idea. I'm not sure how it plays in Necromunda. Haven't played Necromunda in a while, but you know, I just for the model range, like the new Necromunda stuff is just really, really cool, and there's so much useful options for other things. You know, whether you're even for other game systems, you know, like agnostic game systems where you can use any model types, you know, for those type of tabletop games. The Necromunda range is pretty good for that, right? For the sci-fi versions anyway. And yeah, I can see a lot of people using this for other things. It's just a cool idea. I'm not sure. Maybe is he a scav? Maybe I don't know who the character is that's being sort of gimped up here, but still pretty funny. And this looks like it's a. Is this a squat? I don't know. Like, or at least a diminutive character here on the back, a smaller, like a, yeah, it could be a squat, right? That could be from one of the, is it the high gravity worlds or the low gravity worlds that makes them shorter? I can't remember now. But anyway, that's old school lore from old school 40k. I'm not sure exactly what the new school lore would be for this guy, but yeah, pretty cool. I like the idea of it. So then you got the Stig Shambler, bears many hallmarks of House Cawdor, weapons merely held together with tape, nails on their armor, and even a candle to light their heavy flamer. When your pal is with you, nothing can stop you from joining in the fray. Yep, okay. So yeah, I'm not sure what the rules for this guy will be, but yeah, seems interesting. Let's see, intelligent control. This fighter may immediately reroll any failed leadership. Okay, that's cool. That's not too bad, depending on what their leadership is. But yeah, okay, well, it's good. It's good. Someone that plays House Cawdor will have to tell me whether it's any good. But yeah, I like it. I like it a lot, just for the model. Like it's just a cool model. So yeah, just a couple of nice little things, you know, to sweeten the deal. It doesn't really say whether this stuff is coming out this week or not. I'm assuming this is like a preview, so it's probably maybe another week away before it gets pre-ordered, something like that, usually another week after maybe. So it's not really telling us. But anyway, look, it's a cool little offering. In fact, there's been a lot of good offerings this week. You know, we've seen, you know, them preview some AOS stuff, the first two battle tomes for AOS, and then now a bunch of stuff for their sub games, including Heresy as well. We've seen some, you know, fresh new stuff coming out, which is really, really cool to see. I'm glad their sort of production line has started to kick into gear, and they're starting to bring stuff out, because, you know, it's been a bit of a hiatus for a little while, and, you know, obviously with COVID and everything, it makes it difficult, but it's really nice to see that's back on track, and we're seeing some of this stuff, which I'm sure was designed to be out, you know, months and months ago, but it's nice to see it finally. So hope you've enjoyed this. Hit that like button, subscribe button if you have, and I guess I'll catch you on the next one.